Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about my day yesterday. I went to a Kacey Musgraves concert and it was an adventure, so that's what I'm going to talk about. But first I want to talk about how today we're going to have my grandma's 70th birthday, and that's why in the background you're going to be hearing a lot of noise. Like my mom's making salsa, so like you're going to be hearing the food processor, and my nieces are watching TV in there, like this room next to me. We have really thin walls, so you're probably going to hear their cartoons. Yeah, but so basically we got these Kacey Musgraves tickets months ago, and I was so excited, like so excited. But I told my sisters, like, the only thing I want is to be like there with enough time to not have to worry about getting the things that I want from like the merch place. Like, I don't know what you would call it, like stand, I don't know, but like I wanted this hat. I wanted this hat right here. And I also wanted this shirt. I wanted a long sleeve, but they didn't have one. It's fine. It says Kacey Musgraves right here. I know you guys are jealous. It's fine. But but like I didn't want to have to worry about that, because I went to a Paramore concert one time and I wasn't able to get what I wanted like in the beginning before the show started. So literally during the show I had to leave and buy a sweater because I wanted it that bad. I'm like, I know, like if I didn't leave during the concert I wouldn't have gotten that sweater. That's literally how it was gonna be. So like I didn't want that to happen again, and I was really nervous about it, and I was like, okay, like let's go, but all I want is to be there with enough time to get what I want from the little stand. And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll leave early. So the day comes and it's like the concert starts at 8 and we were gonna leave at 4:30, which would have been fine. I would have had like an hour, and like I figured that's fine because that's enough time. Even if the line is really long, I can still get what I want. And so I was like, yeah, that's good. Or maybe it would have been an hour and a half. I think it would have been an hour and a half or 2 hours. But either way, I would have had more than enough time to get all the stuff I wanted. So I was like, yeah, we're leaving at 4:30. I was ready at like 3. And then my sister texted us, me and my sister Corina, and was like, hey, is it okay if we leave earlier than what we wanted to, because I really want to get a good nap in before we leave, so I don't get tired on the way back home. And we live like 2 hours away from Paso Robles. That's where the concert was. So I was like, this stressed me to my core. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like I know that I'm not gonna get what I want. I was so freaking out, but I was like, yeah, Ariana, because obviously I don't want her to crash. So I was like, yeah, go ahead and take your nap. But I was like freaking out, and like my default emotion is like angry and annoyed. So I was so mad, but like it's not like it was Ariana's fault. I was just stressed out, and like I'm not the kind of person who will stress for a long period of time. I'll like stress for like 2 minutes and then I'll become mad. So I was very upset, and and I had so much anxiety, and I was just like, it's fine, like everything's gonna be okay. And then Ariana's like, okay, I'm on my way, it's like 5. Oh my gosh. And I was like, okay, so I'm getting all my stuff ready, right? Because we really didn't know like when Ariana was gonna come, because she said like between 5 and 5:30, so we didn't know when exactly. So I was just like, text me when you're on your way. Well, I wasn't exactly ready at that point because I was just all over the place. I was like freaking out. Like my eye was twitching. I was and so then I was like, okay. So then I was rushing around trying to get all my stuff, and then I couldn't find my belt. And let me tell you, if I don't wear a belt like with my pants will sag. And they're tight pants. Like I don't know, like they fit. They're not like loose, it's just that they will go down my body, you know, like weird. So I needed my belt and I couldn't find it anywhere, and my room is a mess. So like I was literally shoveling clothes from my floor onto my bed. Like, I can't find this belt. I cleaned my whole floor, not really cleaned it, I just moved the stuff that was on my floor onto my bed. Didn't see my belt. I was freaking out. And then at this point it was probably like 5:20. She had gotten there like at 5:10 and it was 5:20. I couldn't find it. I was like, I don't care anymore, let's just leave. I was pissed off, like so mad. I was just like, I don't care if my pants fall off. They're gonna fall off. It's gonna be fine. I was like, let's just go. And I was pretty upset. Like, I wasn't even talking. And then my dad was like, oh, here's this belt like that I have in my closet. I was like, thanks, but it was too big, it didn't fit, but I was still gonna wear it because I wanted a belt. And then I got my backpack. I don't know why. Oh, my deodorant was in there. So I got my backpack to put my deodorant on and my belt was in there. I was like, who puts their belt in their backpack? I was so mad. So then I was like, okay, I had my belt and I just wanted to go, so we left. And then Ariana was like, oh, I haven't put gas. But Ariana had picked up on the fact that Corina and I were both very irritated. So she was like, you know what, let's just go and like we will find a gas station on the way and like put gas there. That way it wastes less time. It really doesn't, but it just feels like it does. And we're like, okay, whatever you want. Like, we were not in the decision making like mindset at that point. So we're like, fine, just do it. And then we're going and she's not finding any gas stations. And we get to the mountains and like there are no gas stations in the mountains. Like, the only thing there is like a Chevron, and we have like gas cards and we have 76 and Valero. So those do not cover Chevron. So we were like, hey, we don't have gas. And then Corina remembers, my pastor was like, thank God in advance for the blessings that he gives you. So like, if you want something to happen and you're like, instead of like praying for it to happen, maybe you could pray, but instead of continuing like, God, please make this happen, God, please make this happen, thank him for making it happen. Even if it hasn't happened yet, thank him. So she said, God, thank you in advance for getting us to 76, right? And right when she said that, the car ran out of gas. She was like, it's not supposed to happen like that. Like, that's not what pastor said, but it's fine. So then we were on the side of the road and like, we didn't know what to do because we had no gas. So Ariana was like, it's fine, I'll call a Lyft. You guys go to 76, you get a gas can, you fill it up, and then come back and we'll fill the car up. So we're like, okay, solid plan. So then the guy, his name's Hector, he came and he gave us a ride to 76. Oh, can I just backtrack a little bit? Sorry, that's awful storytelling, but Corina checks her like, she has card and she checks how much money she has on it because she needs to pay for gas. And while she's checking, we're on the side of the road, broken down or whatever, and she realizes that somebody stole her identity and she only has like $28 left. So can you hear my nieces? I wonder what they're laughing. I feel like they're laughing at me. Anyways, so she finds out that someone stole her identity, and like, I know that's like a big deal, but at the time we were just like, who cares? You have $28, just pay for gas. Like, literally it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have any money, so it's not like the money, like, it's not like you're wasting money, you know what I mean? So we're just like, it's fine. Like, we couldn't take care of that right now. We had bigger issues. And then so Hector drives us to 76. 76 doesn't have a gas can, so we're like, okay, like, what do we do? So then there's another gas station. We go there, and then there's a gas can, we get it. And like, we've never used a gas can before, and neither has Hector. So we were just like, how do we do this? Like, it took us like literally 10 minutes to figure out how to fill the gas can and how to seal the gas can. It was just so bad. And the whole time I was just silent, like I couldn't say anything. I was so mad. At this point it was like 7, it was rolling around 7:30, I don't know when, but it was getting to 7:30. The concert starts at 8, and I just like that, I had no words, I couldn't. And so then we filled it, we got the gas can, we got in Hector's car, we drove back to Ariana, and then Hector's like, I have to pick someone up and take them to the concert. I'm sorry, like I would help you, but I can't. And we were like, it's okay, Hector. We paid him an extra $20. And then he leaves us, and we're on the side of the road trying to fill Ariana's car. Well, Ariana has a newer car, and what we didn't know is that there's like a thing in the back of your car usually that helps you put gas, because the gas can doesn't work just like in your car like that. It's like for the newer cars you need like a nozzle or a funnel, and we had no idea. So so they were trying to put gas straight from the gas can into the car, and it wasn't working. Here's the video.
Should I open it more? I have no idea, dude. I don't know what we're doing.
Is Annie getting in the car? So then we were like, we're gonna miss the concert. It's already like 8:40. We're gonna miss it, and like if you don't watch her come out, what's the point of watching the rest of it? Like, if you're gonna miss some of it, just like, I feel like, why would you even watch any of it? I couldn't. So I was like, we're gonna miss it. We're just gonna call my mom's friend Matt, because he lives 30 minutes away, and ask him if he can come help us, and we'll probably just go to his house and cry. Like we had already made our decision. So then I called Matt, and I was like, hey, like, we're on the side of the road, we don't have any gas, we need help. And he was like, there's a nozzle in the back of your car, like newer cars have that, why don't you just get that? And we were like oh. So we got like that thing, and then the gas was like flowing into the car, like it was perfect. We're like, okay. It was golden hour, by the way. If you know Kacey Musgraves, she has a song called Golden Hour. The album, her latest album, is called Golden Hour. This was all happening at golden hour. It was kind of annoying. So we finally filled the gas up, right? And Ariana and Corina have gas all over them, but I didn't help like with the gas thing, so I didn't have any gas on me because I couldn't like function at this point. I was very like, just, I don't know, I was upset. And so they had gas all over them, but Corina, you know, she gets really angry, like really mad. And so she got the gas can when it was finished, and she got it and she threw it like that onto the ground. But when she went like this, I was standing in front of her, so all the gas that was in there still got on my face. Like, I was wearing 2 layers, like up here, and like pants, so I couldn't feel anything else, but I could just feel like gas on my face. And I was really keeping it together until this point. Like, I cried maybe like 4 tears, right? And that's only because I love Kacey Musgraves. Like, it's not my fault that I cried, but like, I was fine until this moment. Gas got on my face, and immediately I was crying. I was like, no, it was over. I was mad. I I was just like, it didn't matter. Anything that happened from then on did not matter. I was upset. I had gas on my face. This has been the worst day ever. I don't understand any of it. Why would any of this happen? And I was just mad. It was not a lot of gas, really. It was just like droplets, like up and down my face. I was able to take it off with one swipe, but I've never gotten gasoline on my face, and I didn't know like if I was gonna break out or what. So I was kind of scared. And thankfully nothing happened. It was fine, but that really was my breaking point when Corina got gas on me. And then, so then we leave to the concert. Let me just tell you, we didn't really know this at the time. We had broken down maybe 3 minutes away from the concert. I would have walked, it probably would have been 5 minutes. Not kidding. Like, we were so close to the concert, and I feel like we could hear it from where we were. I'm not entirely sure, but I was like, is that I really thought it might have been the concert. We were hearing something, but I didn't know what it was. And like, we were so close to it, and we broke down. We definitely could have walked, but you can't just leave your car on the side of the road, you know what I mean? So, geez, like, we were upset that we really broke down that close to the concert. And like, the Chevron probably would have been like a 20-minute walk. Like, we were pretty close to the things, not Chevron, 76. We were really close to the things that we needed, and we didn't get there. So at this point, it is 8:55. We're driving to the concert. We get in, we park. We should have put gas instead of going straight to the concert, because we only had like what am I thinking? Like 3/4 of a gallon. So we should have gone to get gas, but we didn't. Our priorities. I mean, I'm glad we went to the concert instead of going to get gas, but I mean, I'm sure other people might not feel the same way. So then we get out of our car, and so like everything was spilling out of the gas was spilling onto the car, so the car smelled so bad of gas. Ariana and Corina smelled so bad of gas, and we get off the car, and the people like who help you park, we heard them while we were walking away say, do you smell gas? Like, they were talking to each other like, it smells like gas. It was so funny. We were so embarrassed. We were all, oh no. And so then we get to the gate. We're like, oh, finally, we're here. And then Ariana tries to pull up our tickets, and every single time she brings up the app that has our tickets on it, the app crashes because there's no like internet anywhere. So we were like standing outside the gate like for 10 straight minutes, and I was like, dude, like, that's crazy that we're not getting into the concert. And so then we went to the security guards, and we were like, hey, like, is there any Wi-Fi anywhere? Like, we need help. And then they were like, you can go check the ticket booth and ask them if they can help you connect to the Wi-Fi. And we were like, okay, thanks. So then we went to the ticket booth. We were like, please help us. They were like, there's Wi-Fi at the gate. Like, it's free Wi-Fi. So then we went back to the gate, and we connected to the free Wi-Fi, and we were able to pull up our tickets. It still took us a really long time, like probably like 5 minutes, even with the Wi-Fi, but we were still able to bring them up. So then we get in there, and Ariana was like, it's fine, I'll get your guys' merch, because I know like you guys like Kacey Musgraves a lot more than I do. So go ahead and go sit down. I don't want you to miss anything. So we're like, okay. It's probably like 8:15, but the openers are still playing. And so basically we were freaking out for no reason, because usually they'll be like, concert starts at 8, and that's when like the main singer starts, you know what I mean? Like, usually the main singer will start at 8 instead of the openers, but the opener started at 8. So literally we could have gone and get gas. We could have done so many things in the time that we were just like, you know what I mean? I'm butchering the story. I really am. I'm so sorry. But like, we could have done so many things, gone back, and still been there in time to see Kacey and not miss anything. But whatever, we were here, we were tired, it's fine, we sat down. Corey smelled like a tire. She really did, because Ariana had lotion, and Ariana was like, here, put this lotion on, it'll like mask the gasoline smell. But it only made her smell like a tire so bad. My head was hurting so bad because of the tire smell. And then Ariana was like, text me what you guys want so I can get it for you. And I was texting Ariana, and nothing was sending. I was like, okay, like Karina's went through, but not mine. Like, I was so mad. So then we had to call Ariana and then tell her what we wanted. She got it for us. We came back, sat down, and then the openers got off, and like we had to pee because we hadn't peed in a really long time, and we were like, dang it, like me and Corey were like, shoot, we have to pee, like what are we gonna do? Because the openers left, that means Kacey's gonna come. And we're like, oh shoot, at this point it's like 9, right? So we're like, shoot, she's definitely gonna come soon because it's 9 already, and that's pretty late. So we're like, oh man, I guess we're just gonna have to wait till like the end of the concert. And then like 5 more songs, like, you know how they just play like songs to like pass the time? Like 5 of them played, and we were like, okay, like is she ever gonna come out? Because like I have to pee. And I was like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I was like, I'm gonna go pee. If on my way to the restroom she comes out, I'm coming back. But if she doesn't, then okay, that's fine, right? And so then me and Corey go to pee. We had to walk because we were in the middle of the aisle, and like the seats were kind of close, like the back of the seat was really close to the front of the seat, you understand what I'm saying, to like walk through. And so I hit so many people, and then there was this man and he was sitting like back, and I was just trying to get through, and I really hit his face with my boob. Like it was just like the side of his face and my boob, and I was like, oops, like, I'm so sorry. And then he looked back all mad at me. I was like, you liked it, shut up. And then we go, and we're like, we tried to go in the stalls, but there was too many people, and like we were in a rush. So then we went in the porta potties, and it was so dark, so I had to like put my phone in my bra and like use the flashlight. And it was so dark I could barely see anything, and like she wasn't coming out, so that was great. And then I go to like wipe, and then all of a sudden all you hear is everyone scream. And I was like I'm wiping, like really? All this time you really wasted like 30 minutes doing nothing. As soon as I come to the bathroom, you want to come out and sing? Like, I was so mad. So I wiped as fast as I could, and like there was no time to wash my hands, and I don't even know where the sink was, so like I didn't. And then I get out, and I look over, and Corey is also getting out, and she goes, who cares about washing your hands? And we ran all the way back to our seats, and we went and sat down, like literally didn't miss anything. And it was really cool, like during the concert, coming to the realization that we were freaking out for no reason. Like, she said it started at 8 and she started at 9:30. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, we had so much time, and it was just like a crazy day, and like emotions were so crazy. And but it was such a good concert. Like, I was really nervous about it too, because like I've only ever seen people with like hype songs, like, okay, you're gonna like jump during the singing and like scream at the top of your lungs, and like, so I've never seen anyone country. I'm not a country fan, and I was just like nervous because I didn't know what it was gonna be like. And it was actually so good. Like, she was so fun to watch, and she was so funny. Like, she has a song called High Time, and in the middle of her song, like everyone's blazing it because it's called High Time, and it's basically like relax, you know, like take a break, like it's time we just like stop worrying about everything. It's like everyone lit up when that song came on, and in the middle of the song she stopped and goes, "It smells good." I was like, you're funny. And then so yeah, and then I forgot what I was gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you something and then cut to when she's singing it, but I can't remember, so that's too bad. But basically it was just like a really good experience, and she's just so fun and adorable, and like it was funny because the entire day was like stress, and we got there and like her whole thing was like relax. I want everyone to just relax and like throw away everything that is outside of this concert. You know what I mean? And it was funny because like 2 songs in, she stopped and talked to us and was like, I want everybody to just put 2 middle fingers up in the air, because she was saying like just F everything else and on like just here and now and like have fun and relax. And it was just really cool. It was a really cool way to like end the day, because it was just so perfect with the day we'd had, you know what I mean? It was really cool, and just honestly thank God that like everything worked out and I was able to see her and we were all just able to have so much fun. So yeah, that's my story, and I know that was a lot of me rambling and I'm being awkward today and I don't know why, but thank you for listening if you do listen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. You guys, I just realized right when I ended the video that I forgot to talk to you about the things I got. So basically I showed you this shirt. It's Oh What a World Tour. I wanted the long sleeve, but it's okay. It says Kacey Musgraves right here. This is a shirt. This is my hat. I know that some people might not understand why I bought it because it's $75, but listen, I'm really happy with this purchase. It lights up. Okay, give me a second. It lights up. It can do this. And it can also do this. So like, sorry if you have epilepsy, but I love it. And it's not like, it's like a good hard plastic, and it has like, this is sewn in. It's like so cool. I feel like it's like the ultimate souvenir, you know what I mean? And I love Kacey Musgraves, so like I obviously had to get it. And this was only $30, so like it's fine. Also, I wanted to like spend a lot of money because I want to like obviously support her. And I know that's weird to say because like she's famous and all this stuff, and obviously she has money, but she doesn't get a lot of radio time because she I assume because she doesn't like fit perfectly in the country and she's not pop, so like that's why she wouldn't get enough radio time. But basically I just wanted to support her cause as much as I could. You know what I mean? And that's also why I might get a long sleeve. That would basically just be the same thing as this shirt, but in a long sleeve. Just because I want to support her cause and give back to her for being so cool and awesome. And showing me a good time when I had one of the most stressful days of my life. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, she also addressed the fact that she doesn't get a lot of radio play, and it was so cute and so sad. Like she's so cute, guys. Like you should really listen to her. If you don't, definitely be a stan, definitely go to all her shows and buy all her things because she's coolio girl. That's all I have to say about that. So yeah, just look at my hat and listen to Kacey Musgraves.
Thank you so much for choosing to spend your evening. And just in general, all the love that you spread about my music, my records, you buy the t-shirts, you come to the concerts. It means an extra amount to someone like me who doesn't get a lot of radio play. Because you guys have really helped us do some really unbelievable things, and really the only credit should go to you guys because